Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 19 of the Viktoria Köln story. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're having a fantastic morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. And maybe asking, how am I doing, Alex? How am I doing? Well. As you can see from the league table, I am doing very, very well. And the team is doing very, very well as well. But I do realise that being in this position so far into this season, this could end with me potentially messing this completely up. And I do realise this may never be forgotten if that happens. So, yeah. It's been a fantastic team performance from start to here, really, to get us in the position that we're in. As you can see from the table, we're sitting currently in second place with 37 points from 17 games, 11 wins, 4 draws and 2 losses. And the only other team to be better than us is RW Essen, and I'm not too sure how good Essen are. So they actually got promoted from the previous division, so they're on quite the promotion hunt at the moment. Their best players are CEO Keita, who looks pretty decent for 18 years old. No doubt a key player in their promotion push. He is indeed. But we do have a gap a little bit forming now between myself, Bayern, Karlsruhe, that's not right, RWS, and between the likes of Kaiserslautern, Munster, and anyone below the position of 5th. So that's a nice sort of cushion to have. Just because our board expectations, I don't think I showed this at the start of the year, is to actually just reach playoffs. So we're in a very, very good position to get that at the moment. I actually thought they wanted us to get top 10. So I didn't realise they put so much pressure on me. So now I'm a little bit more nervous than what I was before I started the episode. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't ruin this, can I? I can't ruin it from here. It just can't happen. But as you can see from the top of goal scorer stats, Michael Seaton is still our top goal scorer. Like, this guy this year has been on a mission. He's single-handedly scoring ridiculous goals during games. He hasn't had this impact in a while. Obviously, he's always got to double figures since he joined us 2 years ago. But he scored 13 and 17, 9 assists, 5 man of matches with his highest rating already. And this guy, man, if he can carry this on, he could get into the 25, 30 goals a year mark, which is very unheard of in any of the leagues, especially like even the top leagues. It's very unheard of. But in terms of average rating as well, Michael Seaton's up there, assists as well from Paulo Henriquez there. He's our fullback, so he's having a very good year as well. 17 appearances, 9 assists. So that could be something that might be a little bit concerning, and we may need to keep an eye on it. The fact that all of our assists are coming from our fullbacks instead of our left wing, right wing, and a few of our midfielders. So we will have to keep an eye on that. But we've had a few injuries since you were last here. Fofana is currently suspended. Gomelt and Moran have had very brief knocks. So we're starting to get into that sort of crunch time of the year where games are going to come thick and fast, especially as we come into the Christmas period. So we're going to have to be really, really clever in terms of the management of our side. But enough of all the admin. Enough of it. You want to know how I've got on since the last episode. Have we been winning? Of course we've bloody been winning. Let's get into it. This is the best. Oh, I get to show off how good I am at managerial stuff. Oh, blimey, I'm looking forward to this now. So the last episode was a 2-0 defeat against FC Bayern. Very sort of poor result. VAR putting us to the sword. Single-handedly putting us to the sword. But since then, we have had... I can't get off this. Oh, blimey. There we go. Since then, we've had a lot of games. We've had, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. And we haven't actually lost one single game since then. We've had 2 draws, 6 wins. So it's looking very, very well. But we will start at Magdeburg straight after the Bayern loss. Magdeburg are not a great side. They're 14th in the 3rd division. So you'd fully expect us to get a win. And thankfully, we delivered. A 3-1 win, fairly comfortable. Seaton getting himself on the score sheet once again. Gomelt as well. Gomelt scored an absolute banger in one of these games. I'm going to have to find it. Potentially one of the best goals that we've scored in this save. So this is the goal that Gomelt actually scored. It is the game against Magdeburg as well. And I looked through it again and I didn't actually see this during the live game. But the goalkeeper is a tiny bit at fault. But it still needed a strike from Gomelt, so give him all the credit. He still shot it. It was still extremely tough for the keeper to save, so he deserves all the credit. Goalkeeper was terrible, but Gomelt, take the credit, mate. Take the bloody credit. But we do really take a throw in on the right-hand side. Lang takes it, goes to Seaton, who then passes it to... who then passes it to Rissell, who then passed it again to Gomelt, and with a strike, the goalkeeping's not great. The goalkeeping isn't great, I'll give you that, as I said, but Gomelt still scored a banger. In my eyes, that's a banger. No arguments, no bloody arguments over it. So that game ended 3-1 in the end. A lovely 3 points straight after 2 games where we didn't actually win, so it was nice to get another 3 points on the board. But then we went away to Jena, absolutely battered these 5-0. Seaton getting himself on the score sheet, Gomelt as well. Gomelt's got quite a few goals so far this year, so it is nice to see him getting a few from midfield, but it would be nice if they started getting a few assists. But we're currently second, I can't complain. Rissell and Carrera getting a brace as well. Then another 5 goals from ourselves. Hat-trick from Michael Seaton. Stephen Lorentz getting a brace as well. They managed to pull one back in the 62nd minute, and it was quite frustrating to lose the clean sheet, but at this point we just want the 3 points. And then we then went to Hertha BSC second team. Do I even need to say it anymore? I don't think I do really, do I? Michael Seaton getting himself another goal. But this was a very tense game. Denis Jastrzębski getting himself a goal 80 minutes into the game, 10 minutes from time. And at this point, you're thinking it's going to be a draw. We've done well to hold on, but we're going to struggle and barely get across the line. But Felix Carrera making himself a hero in the 94th minute, getting a goal to secure all 3 points for us. And the crowd were going wild. They had their party poppers. They were throwing Ribenas everywhere. It was a party. If you've ever been to a party yourself, you've never been to one like when Felix scored. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Then there was a home game against Rostock, a 0-0 draw. And believe it or not, there wasn't one single chance in this game. Not one single chance. It went from the first minute to the 90th, just throughout the entire game. It didn't have one chance, no set piece or anything. I did change stuff. I know I have a reputation of not doing many tactical changes. But I changed a few things and nothing was working. And Rostock are actually 18th in the league. So to see us draw against these was a little bit disappointing considering the form that we were on the past 4 games. And then I was going into the Eurodingen game a little bit worried as well, because these were the 2 games that I was expecting us to get 6 points from, because Eurodingen also struggling in the league as well. But thankfully we managed to get ourselves a 4-2 win, and we have been conceding quite a few goals in the past few games as well. We've conceded 4 in 3, so that may be a particular issue. Thankfully, we've been outscoring teams. But they actually got 2 goals in this. Michael Seaton getting himself a brace, Gomelt getting himself a pen, and Carrera getting himself a goal as well. But they got 2, and that was a little bit frustrating, because we went 4-0 up, and then they pulled 2 back within 20-25 minute periods. And with it being FM, you know that stuff like that can happen where it goes from 4-0 to 4-4. So I was absolutely bricking it. But thankfully we managed to hold on. Away at Duisburg, very, very late goals. Vincent and Vermeer getting a 76th minute goal, and then Stephen Lorentz pulling one back just before full time. Then Werder Bremen second team.
Shout out to Raikkonen.
Where we beat them 2-0. Felix Carrera and Danny Motta getting themselves on the score sheet. So As I said before, that has left us in a very healthy second place. Fingers crossed we can continue this fantastic form into this Braunschweig game. And we could potentially go first. Obviously, results need to go our way. And we can put a 4-point gap between us and Karlsruhe as well, because they've played a game already. But honestly, I would love it. I'm going to go all Kevin Keegan on you. We're still fighting for this title, and he's got to go to Jenna and get something. And I'll tell you honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it. Oh, I make myself laugh sometimes, honestly. Make myself laugh. I've been spending about 10 minutes laughing about that. Oh, blimey. I mean, as they say, the cool kids say nowadays, it's great banter. It really is. Great banter.
Cheers, Jeff.
But if we somehow manage to win this title after 3 years of hurt, especially after last year as well, honestly, dreams will be made. But we need to, as I said before, continue the winning form into this Braunschweig game, and that's what we're going to do. I am more than confident we've got more than enough quality to get past Braunschweig, and they're currently in 15th as well, so not having the greatest of years. And I'm not too sure what our record is against them in previous years. I feel like these have been up in the table the past 2 years, right? So they beat us and drew against us last year. They beat us and they lost 3-0 the first year. So it's a little bit of mixed results. You'd probably say from previous years, Braunschweig are probably the favourites. But the main thing is, we're second, they're 15th. So they're about to be dealt with.
Okay.
So our team's going to be a little bit different this game because we are suffering from a few fitness issues. Eric Moran in particular is struggling in terms of match sharpness. But unfortunately, we don't actually have any cover in this position that's fit. So we are going to have to keep him in that role. And Gamel as well has got a bit of a knock. But once again, we just don't have any sort of backup in his position. But Motta is going to be continuing playing on the left. He's been playing pretty well the past 5 games. He's got 4 goals in 4, and I think it'd be pretty daft to take him out the side at this point. You know the rest. Seaton up top, Emperor, Enrique. Enrique's actually in centre-back because Mingo's been injured and Hadrovic did get suspended. But we are going to put Hadrovic back in the side and Enrique back on the left. Our assist king in our side, Paulo Enrique, is going to be back in his favourite position. Lang on the right side and then Vase in goal. As I said, this should be a game we should be winning. But you never know with football. That's why we all love it, right? That's why we all love football. You never know what's going to happen. But boys, go out there, just get the win, done and dusted, bing bang bosh, all that stuff. And just, please, don't let me down. Don't make me look like an idiot on camera. Seaton, 4 goals at least, mate. Otherwise, quite frankly, you're a disgrace. Okay, so in terms of the team talk, we are going to put the pressure on the boys, actually. We are going to put the pressure, especially with the form we've been in. Right then, here we go. Before we get going, get a score result. Get a prediction of what you think it's going to be. If you get it right, you get a high five. I'll high five you on camera. Don't know how we'll do it, but we'll discuss the details at a later date. So put it in the comments what result what result you think it's going to be, and I'll be keeping an eye on it. Don't lie either. First chance of the game, and it looks like it's going to be for us. Motta on the left-hand side with the ball. Is he going to cut inside? He tries. He goes past his man. It's a great ball over the top to Andre. Is he going to cut it across the box? He's going to go all the way. And it's cleared away nicely. Normally you'd expect a good rebound to fall to Seaton. And it did, but Seaton just was unable to finish it. But we do have another chance again. And Paulo Enrique, known for his assist, but he loses the ball. And this could be a break from Braunschweig here. And they've got it's 4 versus 2. 5 versus 2. Jesus Christ, this is a massacre. But thankfully, he beats greedy. Becker, not Alison Becker, just Becker. Takes away the chance to put themselves 1-0 ahead. And we are really struggling. They're a lot fitter than us in this game. Moran especially is really struggling. Third chance of the game. Penalty maybe. Goes down to Paul Enrique on the left-hand side. Inside to Moran. Lovely ball to Motta. And it's a terrible header by Becker. That rhymes. Paul Enrique. Ball in. Seaton. Oh. What? Why? What? Hold on. Cool your beans. game. What just happened? How? Right, VAR, not VAR, AAR. Alex assistant referee. I did have to think about that then. Why is this a foul? This is a perfectly good goal. What? What? That is... Oh, conspiracy. Bloody conspiracy. That is not a foul. And it said Enrique pushed a player. There's no one around him. There's literally not one person around him. Who does he push? The ghost of Christmas past. That's just terrible keeping. Like, oh, that's absolute poppycock. Oh, another chance for off. Right. I need to find a red card. I'll be back. Why the bloody hell isn't there anything red? I have a red tub. That'll do. That'll bloody do. Oh, I'm a professional. I'm a bloody professional. I can't afford a red card, but I can afford moisturiser. So, yeah. Me and the ref are going to do it together. Are you ready? Right. Get him off. That is disgusting behaviour from whoever that was. I mean, I've just spent a few minutes looking for something red, so that was all worth it for that 2-second aim for fame. But into half time, it's not going well. I mean, they've got a man sent off. That should be... This gets immediately a lot easier. But so far, we've been very, very disappointing. Although we did have a goal disallowed for absolutely nothing. But we can't dwell on that. But going into the second half, we're going to do a bit of an encouragement shout. Hopefully that actually does something. 57 minutes on the clock. Andrade, ball in. It's got to be a goal. If they break, however, that is going to be a bit of an issue. Rissell, the flash. Is it Paulo Enrique? It's not going to be for us. It goes all the way back to the keeper, though. Hopefully he doesn't mess this up. Vase, Alan Emperor, Eric Moran, Rissell. Goes to the right side to Andrade and Seaton. Eric Moran. It's a good play, but we need to make sure this results in something. If this is all for nothing, that is going to be a bit disappointing. We are playing liquid football right now. I know this is. I know what's going to happen. I know I'm not. Cue to the goal. Cue to the bloody goal. Okay, it wasn't a goal. Vase thankfully saves it, but my God, was that scary. I mean, the chance is still on here for Braunschweig. We might have to make a few subs, but unless Seaton, he goes past one. Please go on, my boy. That's got send him off. It's not red. Brilliant. Chances coming thick and fast now. I don't think we've actually had a chance for a while. Lang on the right hand side. Is going to be a ball over the top. It is to Andrade. Finish this, my boy. You're 5.5 star for a reason. 5.5, and he does finish it. 4.5 star for a reason. Felix Carrera with a fantastic run with his 10th goal of the season as well. What a beautiful finish that was. A nice slotted right foot finish there. And a good ball from Lang as well. Takes the left back right out the game. And thankfully stays on side. And at this point, you're like, is he going to have the composure? And he does. Goalkeeper doesn't really make an effort. 1-0. Lovely stuff. 2-0. Please be 2-0. Seaton. Is that a good ball? We get on it though. Lang calls himself Trent Alexander-Arnold in his spare time. Oh God, not. I mean, someone going to tackle? That's not. Okay, good. I mean, there's still a chance here for them. Can we do the break-in on the team that broke against us? That's a good ball. That's a good save from Vase. Vase has been a rock this game. What a man and important play he's turning into. And these stands are very empty for a team that's in second. I mean, this isn't our stadium, so I'm not entirely bothered. But where are all our fans? Let's be having you. Let's be bloody having you. Okay, throw him on the right-hand side. Becker, this is probably going to end up in a cross. But Seaton latches onto the spare ball. Is he going to go on a run? He goes past one. He's going to pass it inside. Pass it to Kamelt. Kamelt is Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard and Paul Scholes all in one, apparently. 7th goal of the season for a midfielder. What a fantastic signing he has been. And he's having a fantastic effect on our side. And it's great play from Seaton originally. Goalkeeping. He's done his best there, to be fair. We can give him a gold star. Definitely deserves a gold star for that. But 2-0, I think at this point, we make some subs. Make sure we don't risk anyone getting injured. We're going to bring off Motta. He's had a particular poor game. And we're going to bring on Schroeder as well, our regen. 18-year-old regen, 11 composure, 12 finishing. See if he can get himself his first goal in a Köln shirt. And it could be 3-0 here. It could be a demolition job. Laurent, Schroeder, Paulo Henrique, Gameltz. What is going on? Was that a chance for us? I couldn't really tell. Okay, this is a problem. Right. Right. Okay. Don't want to say I'm panicking, but the Bombay doors are shut. The bloody Bombay, as if we've been counted on. If we lose this, by the way, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. I don't know why I'm going to tactics for. I haven't got any more bloody substitutes to make. 4 minutes. Oh, don't do this game. Don't do this to me. It can't happen. Okay. Pellegrini on the right hand side. You've just come on. Don't do anything stupid. He doesn't do anything stupid. Hagrovic. All the way back to the keeper. Vase. Gamelt in the middle. This looks like it's going to be our chance. Paulo Henrique hasn't got himself an assist this game, I don't think. Don't you dare. Oh, it goes past this man. I don't know how he hasn't been tackled. Is he going for goal? He does. It wastes time. That's fine. Clearly with the mission of wasting time. Rostock are beating a team 6-0. Blimey. They have been fantastic. And that gives us a 2-1 win against a Braunschweig side who we have had a rough history with. Paul Henrique with a 0% cross completion, as I've been applauding him how many assists he's got. He doesn't do anything in the game. Brilliant. But Felix and Cabell getting himself on the score sheet. Fantastic result. And the main question is, does this put us at the top of the table? We're about to find out. And it doesn't. RWS and get themselves a point against Jena. And Jena are currently in 11th, so you'd expect them to actually win. And thankfully, we've gone 4 points clear of Karlsruhe and FC Bayern of 5 points as well. And it's looking good, boys. It's looking very, very good so far. And look at them. Look at that recent form. We are going to do a quick team meeting. Perfect. The squads, the cohesion, the dynamics is very, very good. But we are going to be ending the episode. And of course, we need to see. And I think there's only one game to come back for. Only one game to come back for, and that is going to be, hopefully, first v second, home tie against RWS. And that is right, the biggest game of our season, potentially, if we carry on the way we've been playing. Oh, I mean, we've only got 3 games before then, but wow. That could be a massive game. That could decide the title if we're still up there. It really, really could, especially if one of us goes on a poor run of form. And we actually beat them away from home previously. So could we do the double? We'll have to wait and find out. But this is going to be the end of the episode. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Absolute pleasure as always. I really appreciate you watching, commenting, liking. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Got any feedback, suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I always read every single comment. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.